Morning YouTubians, Gary VWJawbreaker, welcome back to another video where today it's time to make a safety upgrade to Lulu, the 76 bus. Yeah, let's dive into this real quick. Alright, so on the front of Lulu here we've got some regular stock headlights and you know, they're okay, not very bright. But we got a kind of a bare bumper there, so what I have, we got some lights from Auxbeam. So we have some 7-inch headlights here. These are actually DOT approved. They have the DRL on the side and your turn signals as well if you want to hook that stuff up. And they're Ultra 5-inch series pod lights. I got them in the white with the amber DRLs on them. These kits are fantastic. They come with everything you need. So let's go ahead and open them up real quick. And let's start with, I don't know which one we're going to start with. Which one do you think we should start with? Okay, I lied. Let's start with the headlights. Those are the most important. So these headlights are, again, they come with pretty much everything you need. These generic, I hate saying that, but these are a generic 7-inch headlight, right? So that means these go in Jeeps, these go in your Volkswagens, these go in a lot of different applications. These have the standard H3 or H4, whatever it is, plug, and then they also come with an adapter if you need that to go to a different style. Also comes with some wiring for your directionals and your DRLs if you want to hook those up, because your additional plugs are right here. You've got a white and a yellow, and then extra white and yellow wire. So easy enough. So first thing we need to do, and it comes with zip ties and a tap fuse. Nice. I like that. Okay, first thing we need to do is go ahead and gut the old stuff out. Now because of these little louvers on there, these are pretty tight. There you go, that popped off. Now we just have a couple screws that hold your bulb into the bucket itself. There you go, there's your connector right there. We'll go ahead and unplug the connector. And there's your sealed beam, and that one's actually cracked. Boom, just like that. So right here at the very bottom, you have your, that was really tight. Right here at the bottom, you've got where your power comes out. So you just got to kind of make a little, grind that down just a little bit, make it a little clearance, and these things will bolt right up. Now I'm not too worried about hooking up the DRLs and stuff like that right now, so we can always revisit that at a later time. Plug them right in. And again, these will only go in one way due to the tabs here. Set that right in place. Push your trim ring back on to hold it in place. Now, as soon as I get it centered properly, bam, just like that. I'll go ahead and put our little screws back in. One on that side and one on the other. Just like that. Go ahead and give it a shot and see how it looks. What do you think? Oh man, that's a big difference. That is a huge difference. All right, well, let's go ahead and knock that side out. Then we can move on to the off-road lights. And this is why I got new ones. They're a little rusty. So again, with the extra DRL light and the turn signal light, we're not hooking those two wires up just yet. We'll hook those up at a later date. There we go, plugged in. Right. Let's check that one. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, with the headlights mostly installed, let's go ahead and move on to the fog lights, or whatever lights they are. And I say mostly installed because, well, I didn't put the trim rings on yet because I couldn't stand the chrome. So they are getting the same satin paint as the rims did. I hate chrome, not to mention this is not a shiny pretty bus, so brand new chrome on it, well, brand new aftermarket chrome, kind of just looks bleh. So anyway, let's dive into what I'm really excited about, these front pod lights. All right, for these pod lights, these are their V Ultra series. Very, very, very excited for these. I like that. You are important. Yes, yes you are. So we've got some instructions, a sticker. Here's what I love, right here. You have your complete wiring harness with relay. Everything is plug and play. I mean, you really cannot get any simpler than that. Built-in relay. All you got to do is plug everything in, hook up to positive and negative. It's even got an inline fuse. This makes it so simple. But here are these 5-inch pod lights. You've got covers for them if you want them. These are a solid aluminum housing. These are the ones that have the amber DRLs on them. You've got side and front. So the front's kind of more of a spot, sides are more of a flood, and that thing right there will light up your way. Comes with heavy duty powder coated brackets to lock everything right in. You got a pivot side on the side so you can actually tilt it however you need. Comes with all your hardware. All we got to do is pull the bumper off and we can go ahead and install these puppies on there. Now the nice thing is these bumpers already had holes drilled in them for previous lights, so all we need to do is put our bracket on with the provided hardware, washer, lock nut, and nut. And we'll go ahead and run that down tight. Nice thing is too, is the way these brackets are, it captures that bolt on the top side, so it can't spin on you, so you can tighten the nut underneath. Nice thing is these are a 17 millimeter, so we have lots of those sizes. I like it. Snug enough, but not too tight. I'll go ahead and do the other one here. You know, you should actually do this first. All right, now unfortunately the way our bolt sticks down and the way that the front of the bus is, we've actually got to trim that excess stud off so we have enough room in between the front of the body support and then the bumper here. So let's take our death wheel real quick and cut those down and we'll be done. Going to hit the back side of those little paint, make sure they don't rust. Take care of what I nicked it. Nice thing is you can actually mount these two different ways. But I think I like them this way with the pods kind of off to the side. Very flexible. I'll go ahead and snug up the top ones. I'm not gonna lie, those threads on the side are not the best. It's almost like they have powder coating them or something. Now I'm going to take my digital angle finder here, get these as close to level as I can. And we'll go ahead and lock down the other side. And the reason you kind of want these level is you don't want them shooting too high up in the distance. You actually want them shooting pretty straight. And that's it. Man, those look nice and mean. I really like those. I really do. All right, we'll knock out the other one. All right, we got the same angle. So we'll go ahead and lock her down. That looks good with the trim ring on there and the lights. Man, black trim ring really sets it off. Now, unfortunately, I have to leave here in about 30 minutes. But all we need left to do now is go ahead and wire in the fog lights, and we're going to do that here in a second. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Well, pardon the wind, it's quite windy today, but we got the wiring done. So I went ahead and moved my little on-off switch that I put for my DC to DC charger. I moved it over here and then put the dual Auxbeam light switch there, which if you notice there's two buttons. One's for DRLs, the ambers, and the other one's for the actual fog lights, which is right over here by our headlight switch. So that works. Wasn't about to move that switch because, you know, it's already drilled into the dash, so it's kind of pointless. But Yeah, it's all wired in, got the relay mounted, grounded to the headlight bucket with the other headlight grounds, and then I followed, good luck trying to get you guys in there, right? But I followed the main power wire up from the battery to the back of the fuse switch, tied it in there, and of course, because this has its own inline dedicated fuse, so no big deal. Should be okay. I mean, this circuit only has a 20 amp fuse on it, so in theory we should be fine. While I was under the dash, I was able to also go ahead and fix my high beam relay that was broke. So that's fixed underneath there. So now we have low beams, high beams, and the lights. So I guess really now the only thing left to do is wait for it to get dark so we can try this puppy out. Bring you right back. Well, as you see, it's getting pretty dark out, so I say let's go test these lights out. Let me bring you to a secret little spot, and we'll kick them on and see how they do. All right, well, we're out here, so let me set you up and let's see what it looks like. All right, so there are the DRLs only on the headlights and the little amber DRLs on the fog lights. Not bad, not bad. I do need to adjust the headlight angle though, but it does pretty good. There we go, that's looking. It's low beam, high beam, high beam. I need to adjust the others as well, but man, that thing really puts out some light. And just to give you an idea, it's pitch black out here. Definitely need to adjust my headlights up a little bit, but man, that throws off some light. Cool. Well, there we go. We got some nice bright LED lights thanks to Auxbeam. I'll definitely drop the links down below on the headlights and on the fog lights, running lights, whatever you want to call them. Those things are bright. I mean, other than the fact I need to readjust my headlights, this is perfect. Now I can see. I can see clearly. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure you check out other playlists and other videos down below. Got links to all kinds of stuff and other YouTubers as well, so check it out. Till the next time, guys, be kind to one another and be good.